got a new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man. Had to hop back. Had to hop out the car, man. Talk about this this video. Kind of get some peace and quiet. Make sure hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Share the videos, and sometimes it's best to be patient to wait to do a video, because I was going to do a video on my way back what I was doing about the Heath Thurman numbers that came. I sent that to Town yesterday. Town did the video. I was done doing videos last night, but Heath Thurman pay-per-view numbers come out versus Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, Heath Thurman numbers come out about the live gate and all that. I link all that in the description. Mike Coppinger's reporting that Heath Thurman and Manny Pacquiao did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, that fight didn't even have, to me, half the promotion they did for Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence. Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence did 400,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, is this a product of having 3 pay-per-views in the first half of the year? Broner Pacquiao, I can't remember what Broner Pacquiao did. Was it around 500,000 as well? Earl Spence, Mikey, and then the second Fox pay-per-view, the first was Earl and Mikey. The second Fox pay-per-view was Heath Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Heath Thurman, where Manny Pacquiao won a successful split decision. And the first was Showtime between Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. Now, they didn't do all the little press conference like they did with Mikey and Earl in Dallas. They didn't do that with Heath Thurman and them. They didn't do half the promotion that they did. It seemed like they really promoted Earl and Mikey like a mug, man, and they did a great job promoting that fight, man. And I don't have nothing bad to say about that promotion, but it was solid promotion for Manny and Heath. It was more than solid than what you got from Showtime, with even Wilder and Fury, and even with Broner and Pacquiao. But then again, in the middle of the summer, they did 500,000, and I don't think it get no better than that, because in the middle of summer, you absolutely have nothing going on. No Olympics. You got golf, tennis, baseball. That's it. It's no NFL. It's no basketball. And that kind of makes it, in my opinion, a semi-failure. I would say it's a failure. Fuck that. It was a failure to me. What happened to Manny Pacquiao clout? People can blame it. Oh, Keith Thurman shouldn't have disappeared for 2 years. He did his talking. He tried to build the fight up. In the heart of the dog days, and what we consider the dog days in the United States, is when the NFL and the NBA or college basketball, football ain't going on. They only did 500,000. So I wonder how much would Earl Spence and Manny Pacquiao do. I wonder if these 500,000 pay-per-views make Floyd Mayweather look at it different, like, he ain't even really pulling, for me to come back and fight him, to the point where, it make a ton of sense. So, but I'm going to cook more on the pay-per-view numbers in a second. They did like just under 12,000 or 11,500, somewhere around there in attendance. The MGM Grand Garden, I think they fought at, it holds over 16,000. So they didn't do a sellout. They comped almost 1,700 tickets. Comp mean that's what they gave away. Like Kawhi Leonard coming, that was what it was. You know what I'm saying? As far as that. So really, in actuality, it sounded like they might have barely sold 10,000 tickets, if not a little bit less. And they comped a ton of tickets. So this wasn't a smash hit in Vegas as far as the sellout. So the comp, the live gate did just under 7 million. So this wasn't a huge success, in my opinion, as an event. And this is because the oversaturation of pay-per-view. They did 3 pay-per-views in the first half of the year, and they totaled just about, I'm not sure what Broner and Pacquiao did. I'm gonna say about 5. They didn't even total probably 2 million in pay-per-view buys in 3 pay-per-view events, and they're planning on at least 2 more pay-per-view events already. Sean Porter, Earl Spence, and Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz. So they're planning 2 more this year, at least. So, and it was supposed to be a 3rd, but I don't know what's going on with that whole situation. So it's just showing you that even in the dog days, your market suck. Even in the dog days, the market still suck for them, because you in the middle of dog shit, nothing going on in the sports world in America. You in the middle of absolutely nothing, crack-a-lacking. and you only do 500,000 pay-per-views. But then again, the price is $75, $80 for HD now. It's a little different from back Oscar De La Hoya. I think De La Hoya was like $50 for Mayweather. And then they kind of slowly jumped it up to 55 HD, 65 HD. Now it's $80. But like I said, it didn't sell out in Vegas. The tickets was high as giraffe pussy. They was $400 to get in the event. $400. That's crazy, man. Like $300 or $400 just to get an event. Like, why not just break it down to like at least $200 or $150? You know, break it down to $200 or $150, and then, you know, have people, you know, then you could have sold it out. I think it would have, you probably would have made a little bit more money. But like I said, the market is dictating that pay-per-view is dying. You need a premier pay-per-view event. Instead of putting on 5 or 6 pay-per-view events this year, whatever they decide to do, break it down to 2 major pay-per-view events, and you will get it in one time for the one time. But people didn't even show up to this fight. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. In actuality, even with the comps, they did less than 12,000. So that was about what? About around 4,000, 3,500, you know, to fill capacity. You know, imagine if this was like a Madison Square Garden arena that hold almost 21,000. They had a problem. And Canelo was, you know, the Friday of the weigh-in, or Thursday or Friday before he fought Rocky Field in Madison Square Garden, he was about 3,000 to 5,000 tickets away from a sellout, and they gave those tickets away and comped them. And like I said before, when y'all talk about, you know, packing and PBC sellout events, like I told you from experience, I got boys that get free tickets, like especially at the Barclays Center in New York. They get free tickets to sit on the floor. On the floor. Next to the Charlos, next to Errol Spence, free tickets. Not tickets. They got free tickets. You know, but, you know, that is what it is. They got free tickets. Free. So they comp a lot of tickets, and the comp numbers was over 1,000. I'm not sure, was it 1,600, 1,200? The Boston Scene article, link in the description. They had a ton of comp tickets. You know what I'm saying? They still didn't sell out with the comps. So when you hear about, oh, Top Rank don't sell this, or all of them be lying about their number, and the number they announced over the PA, and it's in the article, it was a lie. They announced the wrong numbers. They're not being truthful and actual factual about their numbers. Even when they announced it over the arena, you can't believe them. The real numbers came out, and the numbers wasn't good, comp-wise. And it's unfortunate that they do lie about their numbers, and everybody lie about that. These dudes, boxing is not, it's not special like that. Only if you get a Mayweather Canelo, Mayweather Pacquiao, De La Hoya, that's when the event be able to be special. They can sell out for $300, $400 tickets. I don't think McGregor and Mayweather even sold out, because they want to overprice the tickets. Like you want to overprice tickets for a boxing event. Like, people care about it. You do the events in the same areas: New York, Texas, Nevada, Southern California. So people don't have the money to really fly and travel and go and watch these fights like that. They don't. So then, and then you're not spreading boxing around. You're not building gyms. You're not bringing boxing to Detroit. You're not bringing it to Atlanta. You're not trying to break those new markets. You're not trying to do nothing special. You put it in the same areas. And the home experience is so good now with 50-inch screens, 60, 70, 80-inch screens. I can go to the movies and watch it. The bar is just cheaper. And then you go to a fight and somebody get disqualified, or a headbutt, or it's a nasty fight. You don't know what you're going to get. And I can spend my money at an NFL, NFL, NBA, go downtown, or go to my local arena and see it. I know what I'm going to get. But, hey, pay-per-view numbers for me, that's a disappointment. They only did around 100,000 more than Mikey and Earl. So, you know, in Earl's mind, he ain't that far away. But I think it was a failure. I really do. I think they could have did a lot better. But, you know, it is what it is, man. But it wasn't a huge failure. But they did not sell out. They overpriced the tickets. They overpricing boxing fans. Like, this shit is the NFL. Like, it's the NBA. Like, it's the NCAA football. They overcharging us. Like, this is a premier fight, or a premier sport. Premier fight for hardcore fans is Crawford and Spence. Wilder, Joshua was a premier fight. Canelo, Floyd, premier fight. Oscar, Floyd, premier fight. Like that. They charging us like this shit was like a red carpet Grammy event. But hey, it is what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow on Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, much more. Website, promo code, description, one time for the one time we gone.